House of the Dragon Season 3 peaked in Episode 3. Everything after that was decline. I know that's not the take you're getting anywhere else this week. The finale is enormous. The Battle of Tumbleton is the biggest thing this show has ever filmed, and I'd give it 3.5 out of 5. Not 5, 3.5. Because size isn't the same as quality, and after 4 episodes of waiting for that fire, big isn't enough. I covered every single episode of this season, week by week, so I can show you exactly where it broke, not with vibes, with receipts. The first 3 episodes each moved the board decisively, the next 4 moved almost nothing, and the finale finally delivers an event we'd been promised since episode 4, at a scale that's impressive and a depth that isn't. Let's go through it properly. I'm TV Addict, your friend who watches everything. Chapter 1. Why the first 3 episodes worked. Here's the standard the season set for itself and then abandoned. Episode 1. The Battle of the Gullet. The show opens its season with a full naval battle and kills Jacaerys, Rhaenyra's heir, the future of her line, shot out of the sky by sellswords. Not a prince, not a dragon. Faceless men with arrows. That's an irreversible change in Episode 1. Episode 2. Rhaenyra takes King's Landing. Alicent opens the gates for one promise, mercy, and Rhaenyra executes her father Otto anyway, badly. 2 swings, bloody footprints to the throne. She wins the capital and destroys the only relationship that could have ended the war peacefully. Another irreversible change. Episode 3. The Daeron Double Bluff. Daemon captures the prince who could end the war, and it's a decoy, while the real Daeron has been hiding as Ormond's squire the entire time. It's a genuinely great trick, and it repositions the board again. 3 episodes, 3 permanent changes. Every one of them costs somebody something they can't get back. That's what this show is when it's working, and it's why those 3 are the best of the season. And then it stopped doing that. I can show you the exact week. Chapter 2. The rhythm broke at Episode 4. Episode 4 is where the season changes shape. Ormond seizes Tumbleton. The trailer for the next episode promises the town burns. Good, that's an engine. Except, Episode 5. No burn. A prelude. A good one. The Feast for Traitors massacre is genuinely chilling. But Tumbleton doesn't move. Episode 6. Criston Cole dies at the Butcher's Ball. Excellent scene. Real payoff. Tumbleton still doesn't burn. Rhaenyra is talked out of it. Second delay. Episode 7. Aemond and Alice at Harrenhal. Ulf revealed as a spy. Interesting. Tumbleton. Still standing. Third delay. Episode 8. It burns. 4 episodes, half the season, circling one event we'd already been told was coming. And notice what changed structurally. Episodes 1 to 3 each ended with the board different. Episodes 4 to 7 mostly end with the board the same, but later. Every week I sat here and said, the fuse is still lit. Every week it stayed lit. That's not tension. Tension is not knowing what's coming. This was a countdown that kept resetting. And you can feel the difference even when the individual scenes are good, because good scenes in a stalled structure still add up to standing still. Chapter 3. The finale. Big, not great. So after all that waiting, is the finale worth it? Here's what happens. The Battle of Tumbleton is massive. The scale genuinely exceeds anything the show has done. Ormond Hightower, revealed as the real architect of the Greens' whole season, is stabbed by Roddy the Ruin and then incinerated by Silverwing. Roddy loses an arm and burns too. And Ulf, the dragon seed Rhaenyra armed, turns on both sides, torches the city, and forces Daemon to flee. Meanwhile, in King's Landing, Helaena throws herself from a window of the Red Keep. Rhaenyra is told, and the show holds on her face, and there's almost nothing there. She's already banished Mysaria and ordered the High Septon murdered. Now, some of that is excellent. Helena's death is the most affecting thing in the episode, and Rhaenyra's blankness is the correct, chilling endpoint of the arc that started when she killed Otto. But 3.5 out of 5, and here's why. The spectacle is enormous, and the meaning is thin. Ormond is revealed as the mastermind roughly 1 episode before he dies, so the reveal lands on a character we were never given time to fear. Roddy's death is grand, but weightless, and Ulf's betrayal, The biggest structural event of the season happens to us rather than through anyone we've been following closely. It's a spectacular episode. It is not a deep one. And after 4 weeks of being told to wait for it, spectacular isn't the bill it was supposed to pay. Chapter 4. The Betrayal. I called in week 1. One thing I'll give the season completely: the dragon seed payoff is real, and it was planted properly. In my first video this season, the catch-up before episode 1, I said arming commoners with dragons was a bomb. You don't hand strangers nuclear weapons and expect loyalty. That bill comes due. And it did, harder than I called it. Ulf doesn't just switch sides, he burns everyone. The most dangerous thing in this war was never a dragon. It was resentment with a dragon attached. That's the frustrating part of this whole season. The plotting is smart, the setups are real. The show knows exactly what it's doing at the level of story architecture. It just spent 4 episodes standing next to its own best idea before using it. Conclusion. So my verdict on House of the Dragon Season 3, it front-loaded everything. Episodes 1 to 3 are as good as this show gets. 3 irreversible changes, 3 real costs, momentum. Episodes 4 to 7 are good scenes inside a stalled structure. And the finale is a big, impressive 3.5 out of 5 episode, carrying the weight of a month of delay it can't quite lift. And I think we know why. Season 4 is confirmed as the final season, and it isn't coming until 2028. The Daemon and Aemon duel over the God's Eye, the most famous confrontation in this entire story, is still sitting on the shelf. This season had a job beyond telling its own story. It had to arrive at the door of the biggest events and not open it. I understand the business logic, but the cost is a season where the best episodes are the first 3, and the memory of it is going to be the waiting. Tell me below, where do you land? Was the finale better than a 3.5 for you? And which episode was the season's actual peak? Because if you say the finale, I want to hear the argument. I'm TV Addict. See you for the final season, eventually.